Hello and welcome to my social media strategic plan focusing on the Rancho Cucamonga Public Libraries and the social media app TikTok. In this presentation, I will be giving a small introduction as well as talking about the library and the city demographics, a little bit of analytics about the library, as well as the analytics about TikTok and how it works, how the content works. And then moving on into the social media strategic plan, as in the objectives, the target audience, why TikTok of all social medias, and then into the main part of the proposed strategic plan, such as what kind of content is being posted, how regularly the content is posted, who maintains the account, how much time would they spend maintaining the account and training other people to use it, any costs, and then also moving on to how to measure the success of the application to our objectives, and then giving a little bit of closing remarks, and that will be our agenda. So to start off, the Rancho Cucamonga Public Libraries is actually made up of two locations. There is the Paul A. Bryan Library, which is located in the Victoria Gardens Mall, and the Archibald Library, which is located off of Archibald Avenue. The Archibald Library is the first location and it is older but has more materials and space and events. However, the Paul A. Bryan Library is newer, and since it is located within the mall and right next to the events center, it has a bit more footwork that comes through. While I will be talking about the social media usage for both libraries, my focus will be to help the engagement of the Paul A. Bryan Library, as it is a more prime location for the target audience. It is newer and it has a section dedicated to the target audience that I will be talking about later. So in terms of the city of Rancho Cucamonga, it is located in California, and based on the 2019 U.S. Census, the population of Rancho Cucamonga has increased 7.4% since 2010, with a total population of 177,603 residents. The largest age range on the census was the under 18 years old at 23.7%. This indicates that there is a majority of teens and below within Rancho Cucamonga and that this may be growing in the future. It also should be noted that 96.5% of the households have a computer and about 92.3% have internet access from 2015 to 2019, showing that the majority of the population has some kind of access to social media. Moving on quickly to the web tool that I have chosen, I chose the up-and-coming social media application TikTok for the Rancho Cucamonga Public Libraries. TikTok is a social media application that is used to create and upload 15-second to 3-minute videos, and it has been growing in population online. It has many connections to multiple communities and interests that users can find using hashtags, trends, songs, and more. Some of the analytics of TikTok is, as of June 2021, it has over 130 million active users in the US, with an average of 52 minutes of screen time per day. The TikTok user age ranges from 10 to 50 years old, with the majority of users being in the 10 to 29 age range, as shown here. Therefore, this shows that this is a perfect range for teenagers, young adults, and preteens on TikTok. So how does this all play into TikTok and the Rancho Cucamonga Public Library? My objective with using TikTok for the Rancho Cucamonga Public Libraries is to further the engagement with the younger generations of Rancho by increasing the library's discoverability and providing events, information, and resources to several communities online. This being that the library can either promote its events and resources so that more people would be aware of it, or also providing resources and information for the city and communities nearby. The target audience for this application would be the teen and young adult population of Rancho Cucamonga. As I stated before, the location of Paul A. Bryan Library makes it an optimal spot for students and passing by teenagers. In addition, as we've shown by the demographics and analytics of Rancho and TikTok, It is shown that there's an increase in the teen and young adult age range in Rancho, and that teens are a primary target audience for the social media platforms such as TikTok and can help spread the word and promote discoverability of the posts in the library's account. So why TikTok? As stated, it is popular with our target audience. And as Wall Room Media says, if your brand's target audience includes anyone between the ages of 13 and 60, you should be on TikTok right now. Because of its use of videos and the fact that Rancho Cucamonga Public Library already posts several videos in the same kind of format and also does live stream content on their other social medias, it would be beneficial to have a platform dedicated to that kind of content in addition to the other socials that Rancho Cucamonga Public Library already has, which is fairly kept up to date based off of their Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Speaking of Rancho Cucamonga Public Library's other social media, they are regularly updating their Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, usually simultaneously. The YouTube is the least used of the three social medias. However, it does appear that there is a fairly good amount of engagement between the three social medias in general, and having a TikTok would probably be about the same amount of engagement. So now to the big portion. What's the plan? Ideally, the library would post a quick 15 to 30 second videos or longer to promote events and announcements that the library is having at least once a week on Mondays, and then fill the rest of that time with other videos to either inform or just for fun. The library doesn't have to post daily, but it would be a good idea to stick to a regular schedule of about 2 to 3 posts a week, or post each week switching between news and fun videos bi-weekly. To give you an idea of the timeline of posting, as I stated, Mondays the library should post a video about any upcoming events, either for the library or for the community and city of Rancho Cucamonga, or an informative post about the library's services or other news going on with Rancho Cucamonga. For instance, the city is planning to renovate several of its resources and city buildings, so it would be a good idea to post maybe an update about what is going on next for the future of that plan. On another day within the same week, the library could post a fun video following relevant TikTok trends or an informative video about a trending topic. For instance, those social issues that have been going on, such as Black Lives Matter or Pride Month back in June, that they could post about and spread information. Alternatively, they could post bi-weekly instead and only post one video per week, switching the type of content bi-weekly depending on what kind of content is put up the week before. As stated, the type of content should be fun, informative, or news-related posts. There's always trends on TikTok that the library can capitalize on. For instance, the hashtag bookworm was trending back in June, which would have been a good trend to join in order to promote maybe the summer readings or a book that the library recommends reading. There's also the behind-the-scenes types of videos of like perks of working in the public libraries or the work that librarians do that people might not be aware of. They could also promote different type of content such as maybe montages of pictures and videos from past events, or promote the events that are coming up as well. To market the TikTok to the users, the library would add it to their website as they do with their Facebook and Instagram, or they could have a one-stop website that has all of the socials to find easily. Another idea would be to use the socials to intertwine with one another, such as having a call to action at the end of a post, or all promoting the same content at the same time. In terms of management, given how active the library is on its current social media, I would suspect that either they would have a social team to maintain the social medias, or a librarian who already manages all of them together would also be in charge of the TikTok. Alternatively, they could teach the volunteers, as there are multiple volunteers that work for the Rancho Cucamonga Public Libraries that may be more familiar with the application. In terms of training, they may need to train the volunteers or a social team. However, having a training manual that can quickly tell you how to post and keep the content consistent with the past posts would be an ideal solution. It would only need to take about maybe an hour or two to post 1 to 2 times a week. However, the time to make the content may vary depending on how much editing the library wants to put into their videos and what type of content they are making. The cost of TikTok is free, as the application is free and the content creation is free as well, and the application also gives analytics for free. However, if the Rancho Cucamonga Public Library wanted a more in-depth analytics or promoted ads, this may be an extra cost, as well as any other services that they may use. So how do we measure the success? The objective is to increase the library's young adult patronage and engagement by about 10 to 15%. In order to measure this type of success, TikTok does have several analytics in their creator tools that can show weekly, daily, or monthly analytics. This would show the library how much engagement people are engaging with the account and the posts. In order to tell if they are gaining more patronage within the library can offer surveys to ask where the person may have heard or found out about the library or event, as well as also use annual reports to show whether or not they have had an increase in membership and patronage. Overall, I think using TikTok would be beneficial for the Rancho Cucamonga Public Libraries, as they're already in tune with connecting with their community through social media, but could always use a bit more of a push in gaining a bit more patronage and connecting with the younger generations. Making things fun and engaging and having teens better understand the role of the library and its resources it offers would be a great way to encourage the teen audience to come back to the libraries as they reopen. I hope the strategic plan was informative and interesting and may encourage further investigation into TikTok and its place in libraries. Thank you for your time.